Watley participated in re-entry programs during a prior one-year stay here for credit card fraud. 6 months after his release, he violated his parole when he was found with credit card making materials and is now back for 2 more years.
At that time, I wasn't prepared to come home and change. So I never said leaving that program I was going to change and do something better. It's like, yeah, well.
Watley has been assigned an inmate job, passing out meals. It doesn't pay anything, but it has other benefits.
I get to be out all day. I'm not locked up. Do a little work here and there. You know, it makes things easier, makes time go by much faster. Tonight, I have to clean showers after everybody's done. But other than that, it's pretty chill.
Fam, what's going on, man? It's your boy, E.I. the King, and this is the Incarceration Podcast. Today, I'm doing a reaction video of one of the worst county jails in the state of California, the Sacramento County Jail Part 2. So before we go ahead and check out this footage, man, y'all do me a favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Let's go ahead and check out one of the worst county jails in the state of California, the Sacramento County Jail Part 2. Let's go ahead and check it out, y'all.
Coming up,
I got stabbed in the lung, in the throat, and in the jaw.
the night Clayton decided he had enough of homelessness. And Rodriguez Greggs says no thanks to an offer to go home.
I think in here they pay more attention to you and get to know you as a person instead of just, as a convict.
Morning at Sacramento County's Rio Casumas Correctional Center brings inmates to the outdoor rec yards. Once a World War II Army base, it's a hodgepodge of buildings, fences, and razor wire. The compound looks and feels more like a state prison than a county jail. And now it functions as such, thanks to a recent law that diverts thousands of convicts here from overcrowded state prisons.
Money make the world go around. My ego got your girl going down. And you don't know how low she goes.
All these inmates will someday be released to the streets of Sacramento. So the new law also brings significant funding for job training and re-entry programs in hopes of providing them the help they need to not return.
You know, when I was locked up, I had no real motivation. I see now inmates that have some motivation, that something is out there to help them and to do something different.
10 years ago, Ron Smith represented the problem he now hopes to fix. He was a revolving door inmate here.
Hi, Jason. Ron Smith over in Reentry.
All right, so any convicts watching who've done time at the Sacramento County Jail, let me know how your experience was there, because just as they stated, bro, this county jail looks more like a state prison, dog. It's huge, and just with the simple fact that they actually have programs and trades and things like that. Now, I've never been sentenced to county time, bro. Well, I think I did with one case, but like it was already being ran concurrent with my prison time. So I went to prison 3 times. If you don't know my story, I did over 12 years in the state of Florida Department of Corrections. So I've never been sentenced to county time, but my times in the county while waiting to get sent to state prison, to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure that there was no programs or no trades that you could get in the county jail besides like maybe a faith-based program or some type of like certification to buffer and wax floors and things like that. So let me know, all the convicts watching, no matter what state you're in the nation, if your county jail offers trades and programs. I think that's huge, and they should not only offer trades and programs, of course, up the road in state or in federal prison, but of course in the county jail as well. But I think the reason why a lot of county jails don't is because a lot of people don't really have enough time to complete the trade or the program. But let me know if they do have trades or programs in your county jail and put it in the comments.
Since then, he has gotten off drugs, received a college degree, and is now the jail's lead re-entry specialist.
Everyone deserves a second chance. I received that second chance. Sometimes they deserve a third, fourth, fifth chance. I mean, I don't believe as human beings that we can give up on another human being.
We must plan for our sobriety because it has so many negative consequences.
Rodriguez Greggs, serving 1 year for possession of a controlled substance while armed and possession of marijuana for sale, is 3 weeks into a series of classes Smith has selected for him.
Because if you make a temporary decision that you're not going to come back, guess what? It's just only temporary. You'll be back.
Greggs says he was recently given an opportunity to leave the facility on home detention, but has decided to stay.
After I started participating in the classes, I gained a lot of knowledge. And that made me change my whole perspective about the home detention, because they got the classes out there, but I think in here they pay more attention to you and get to know you as a person instead of just, as a convict.
So if you don't have the mindset to plan for sobriety, then you don't know where you're going. Your mind is like the map.
Greggs says there's been another development since he first arrived.
When I first came in here, I was eating because I thought the food was nasty. But I kind of got used to programming in here and doing what I got to do in order to survive. So I eat everything every day. Every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Tastes better?
Yeah, it tastes better now.
What I see from Mr. Greggs is I'm optimistic. I mean, that's the best way I can answer that question, because there's no concrete evidence that says, yes, he's going to make it. And here's the reason why, because he went to 4 classes here, and he went to, parenting classes and the confidence and got a certificate and everything like that. And based on that, he's going to be successful. I wish it were that easy.
Inmates who go through the reentry programs can still reach out to caseworkers for questions and support up to 1 year after their release. But Jason Watley is proof that it doesn't work for everyone.
You heard the saying, in one ear, out the other ear. It's hard to stop whatever you're doing and do right, especially if you're used to doing wrong for so long.
Hey, first of all, man, y'all go ahead and hit that hype button, bro. Just for that classification officer, I believe he was the head of reentry at the Sacramento County Jail, a fellow convict who did his time. And as he got his life right, got his college degree, now he's back in the county jail helping out other convicts get out and stay out. So shout out to him. Shout out to anybody watching this who is a fellow convict who is somehow or another involved in prison reform and helping the men, women, and juveniles who are incarcerated or in their transition back home into society. But one thing I want to mention, right, is bro turned down his home detention to do his programs in the jail. That is crazy, dog. I mean, first of all, salute to him for being serious about his rehabilitation, his growth, his maturity of doing right. But dang, bro turned down the home detention of getting out and just being on house arrest so he could stay in jail and get more attentive programs from the counselors themselves. Man, that's serious. Bro's serious about his rehabilitation, bro. And also too, man, he just looks like one of those guys who doesn't belong in jail or in prison. Very rarely you'll come across those guys in prison or in jail. I would say it's super rare, but it's not that common that you see a guy like, man, this guy does not belong here. He doesn't look like a sex offender, doesn't look like he has any crazy charges, but bro's just like a really nice, humble guy, very polite and respectful, not an ounce of street or a gangster in his personality at all. And like, no offense, that's good, but like, bro is not supposed to be here. So all the convicts watching, let me hear the stories of guys or women you did time with who did not belong in the prison or in the jail, and explain why.
Watley participated in reentry programs during a prior 1-year stay here for credit card fraud. 6 months after his release, he violated his parole when he was found with credit card making materials and is now back for 2 more years.
At that time, I wasn't prepared to come home and change. So I never said leaving that program I was going to change and do something better. It's like, yeah, well.
Watley has been assigned an inmate job, passing out meals. It doesn't pay anything, but it has other benefits.
I get to be out all day. I'm not locked up. Do a little work here and there. It makes things easier, makes time go by much faster. Tonight, I have to clean showers after everybody's done. But other than that, it's pretty chill.
Watley says he would gladly give up his job to participate in reentry classes again.
He was in our program before. He did 5 months in it, and then he went out and he got rearrested.
Deputy Hamilton is one of the reentry program managers.
I get a lot of requests to go into the program, so I go out with Ron or another caseworker and we assess the inmates. We talk to them, we see where they are today, what brought them into custody this time, and what's different. Try to assess whether or not they're ready to change.
Yes, sir. All right, Ron. Based on their responses, based on my experience and the environment they're in, all kind of tells a story. And that story we can interpret to try to help them.
So let's talk about what you learned from the program last time you were here. When you left.
I gathered a lot of knowledge from the program. I just didn't apply it. I didn't leave the program last time with any intentions of stopping what I was doing.
I mean, how did that work for you?
It didn't work. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. My own taking my own steps and not following the steps that were provided for me, I chose to shortcut and not use the steps that were provided.
You finished the parenting class
Yes, I did.
last time?
Yeah, with Miss Darla, I did. Right when I finished was close to my exiting date. I was told that I was going to receive my Halt certificate, but I know I didn't have enough time before I left. It was supposed to be mailed to me. I didn't have an address at that time. So I don't know how to go about getting that back.
That's focusing on certificates, and we're having a conversation in jail. And that's what we're trying to eliminate.
Right. It's not about the certification, and you kind of proved it, but it's about transformation.
What brought him here? It goes back to criminal mindset and the cognitive skills and making poor choices. But, you know, if he's gang, then that's a lot. It's a huge component. Who you're hanging with, your peers. Have you talked to Officer Gillock about the Quest program?
I haven't, no.
According to Mr. Watley, he's a Crip. Quest is a gang diversion program. So we're going to have Officer Gillock, who runs the Quest program, go and talk to him and see if you know, he's a good fit, good candidate for her program.
All right, see, one problem I have with prison reform and rehabilitation and a lot of these programs in prisons and jails, right? I understand that, you know, program coordinators and people overseeing this, they want to make sure that their selection of individuals who are participating in their program succeed because they want to prove that the program works. They need to get funding. And most importantly, they should hopefully want to see men and women truly rehabilitated, get out of prison and jail, and then stay out. But the problem with that is trying to like pick who is worthy or who is ready to change. I understand that type of thinking, but from my experience, bro, since I've been home going on 5 years in October doing prison ministry all throughout the nation, bro. Glory to God. I'm a founder of a nonprofit called Block Hustle. We do prison ministry and street outreach all throughout the nation, primarily prisons, jails, things like that. But the reason why I'm sharing that is because a lot of times people who you have high expectation and thinking that they have a lot of potential, normally those are the guys or women who end up going left and kind of end up going back to that same lifestyle. And a lot of times, bro, people who you would think would never change or who aren't ready to change will surprise you, and they'll change and they'll really be serious about their rehabilitation. So that's just one thing, like a caveat I want to throw in there about like prison reform and rehabilitation and programs and things like that. Is like, I understand people want to look for people who are ready to change because no one can change until they're ready. I do understand that. But also, bro, there's a balance with that, man. Who am I? Who are you to say this person's not ready? Sometimes they just need to be in that atmosphere, in that environment, or provided with that knowledge or that opportunity that a lot of times people overlook them because they've always deemed them not ready. So I think that's a multi-layered reality that I feel like a lot of programs overlook. They're only looking for qualified candidates. But then again, bro, like look for the unqualified as well, because they need it just the same. And sometimes they'll surprise you, bro, and they'll be the ones who not only change but have the most potential and success.
I pretty much heard enough about this.
I think so too. We're going to go back. We're going to talk your case over. Okay, and then I'll probably have Officer Gillock come out and speak to you.
I see some inkling to want to change. He wants to do something different. Of course, when they get in this environment, they all want to change, and they have that spiel, if you will, to do something different. But where the rubber meets the road is when they get out.
Thank you.
Coming up, Jason Watley's future comes into focus. And
Got somebody new come in, put on their bed, and wake up to it. It's a ride. That's for the newbies, though.
one inmate's 8-legged infestation. Sacramento County Jail inmate Earl Herzog, serving 90 days for domestic violence, doesn't qualify for any of the jail's re-entry programs due to his short sentence, though he has used his time here to develop a new interest.
I was a little spider. They all call me Spider-Man, Spider, whatever. Someone found the spider. It's been alive for about, I don't know, 3 weeks, almost a month now. A little wolf spider. I throw some fruit flies in here. He hasn't eaten for a day or two now. I'm guaranteed he attacks him.
But Herzog is best known for a very different kind of spider.
These are toilet paper spiders. I use thread, toilet paper, and hair nets. And some people like them colored, some people like them real looking. I prefer, I guess, color is a little more exotic, I would say.
These do look real. Once you sleep and you wake up, and somebody new come in, put it on their bed, and wake up to it, it's a wrap. You know? That's for the newbies, though.
I'll show you right here. The first process would be we would start out on the legs. I ready to get it down as low as I can. I'll rip a piece of hairnet off. I got it already all set up, ready to go. Then I'll wrap it with the thread to get it as tight as I can. The thread comes out of the underwear. This is the part that takes the longest right here. I'll do 4 and then I'll tie them all together. And if you look on these real closely, you can see that it's actually 4 instead of 8. And they're all just bent. And it gives that real look. The next part, I'm gonna do the butt and the body all in one. I'm gonna add all the detail to the legs right now. I use coffee to color it or colored pencil if they want it colored. Now I'm gonna tie the body onto the legs. I try to go I'll crisscross, I'll go across, I'll just do a little bit of everything. As long as they stay on tight, that's what I'm shooting for. And there's your Sac County toilet paper spider.
Chris LaForce.
Bro's got a mean hustle, huh? So listen, all the convicts watching, bro, let me hear all the pranks, all the dumb, stupid stuff y'all would do either in the county jail or in prison just to make time go by. Of course, prison is a very hostile, violent, tense atmosphere. But as I share all the time on this channel, man, my intention here with this channel is to share the full, authentic experience of what it's like being incarcerated. So, of course, that entails, bro, all the violence, all the extortion, all the sexual assaults, all the gangbanging, all the politics, programming, but most importantly, bro, the trades, the rehabilitation, the education, the transformative. Because if you don't know my story, man, throughout 12 years of incarceration is where I authentically encountered Jesus Christ and he radically transformed my life. But in saying all of that, bro, it definitely helps time go by fast when you're having fun, when you're being productive, when you have a structured schedule, and also too whenever you're just laughing and clowning, bro. You don't want to be overly friendly and playing too many games, but to have a good laugh, bro, and a clown definitely helps time. So let me hear some funny pranks or things that you guys would do, or women, while you were incarcerated in either the county jail, state, or federal prison, and put it in the comments. So look, fam, this your boy E.I. the King, and this is the Incarceration Podcast. And family, look, I got a fire HBO style series on the full episode playlist. It's a chronological journey of my 12 years in prison. It's called The Incarceration. Season 1 has been out, but season 2 is just now coming out. But to access it, you have to become an all access member to this channel. And this is a preview clip of season 2 right here. They just called our names while we were standing in the orientation dorm. Everybody being assigned to their permanent housing on the pound. We're not officially new cocks anymore. We're about to hit the pound. General population. And as I shared before, of all the places to go, every dorm on the pound being medium custody, not supposed to be housed with lifers, with some jits, other kids who will never get out, and they might die in prison if they don't want to appeal and have a second chance back in society. I'm not supposed to go anywhere around or be housed with people with such charges, crimes, at that amount of time. But just like always, with my luck, where am I going? The dungeon. So me and the 3 or 4 other guys, new cocks, they let us know we're going to K3, the dungeon. Waiting in the Sally Port. The rest of the new cocks, they all go out of the dorm and they're all standing outside waiting in their individual lines for what dorms they're going to. And it's just me and a couple other guys. All of us terrified. And nobody can hide it. You can see it on all of our faces. And we're just standing there, holding our stuff, looking crazy. Here. And also, if you didn't know, man, I am a rapper. My artist name is EI the King. You can find my music wherever you listen to your music at. Go to my artist YouTube channel, EI the King, to check out my music videos. Follow me on Instagram, EI the King, TikTok, EI the King Official, and family. I got 3 other YouTube channels. My official artist channel, EI the King. Go check out my music videos. Real Crime Stories Unlocked, and my newest channel, Low Budget Traveling, where I'm sharing with you, fellow convicts, and everyday average American, that it is possible for you and I to travel abroad internationally on a low budget. All the links are going to be at the end of this video. Go ahead and click those links. It's going to take you to my new channels. Subscribe, follow, check out the content. Is fire. And family, we are on the journey to 100,000 subs. Right now we're at 60K. I appreciate all the day one viewers and day one subscribers. If you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so now. Y'all do me a favor, go ahead and like this video. Y'all do me an even greater favor, man. Go ahead and hype this video. And for all the convicts watching, man, if you done time in a county jail, state prison, federal prison, you want to share your incarcerated experiences, email me at eithekingbooking@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram at eitheking_. As I interview you, I'll post your interview up on this channel. If you got a YouTube channel, social media, whatever you want to promote, I'll allow you to promote it throughout the interview. And family, I just dropped a new song. The single is called Background. Wherever you listen to your music at, look up my artist name, EI the King. Check out my new single Background. Add it to your playlist. Save it. Check it out. It's fire. And y'all stay tapped in for more fire content to continue to come your way. It's your boy EI the King, and I'm out. Peace.